Hi! Oh my god, this is so weird! Mother, I need a shot. I feel like this video is gonna be like an hour long. Sorry. Hi, my name is Roger Armstrong, and a lot of people ask me like what gender I am and what the hell am I? Because I definitely confuse people, which is fine. I thought we can go through all of the different types of genders, because you people thought there were just 2. There's way more than 2, and we'll realize together what I am. I already know what I am, but you guys don't, so we're gonna go through it together. Say that gender and sexuality are 2 different things. They're separate. That's why I'm gonna make my own video for sexuality. This one's just gonna be about gender. I want to emphasize that no matter what someone wants to associate themselves as, you just have to respect it. Even if you think it's the weirdest thing ever. Like, I also think that some of these terms are kind of weird, but I respect it. If someone wants to be called that, I call them that. Just respect what people want to be called. I think that's really important. And let's get started. So the first types of genders that I wanted to talk about was transgender and cisgender. Transgender people have a gender identity that differs from what they were assigned at birth, like their sex that they were assigned at birth. Which means if you were born male, but that didn't work out for you, you would transition to be a woman, which means you'll go through surgeries, you might take pills like hormones and stuff, or estrogen, whatever, to switch your gender from male to female, or the opposite, from female to male. So it means that you were one gender before, now you switch to another gender and you're solely that gender now. For example, Laverne Cox and Jamie Wilson, they're transgenders, they switched genders. And like Laverne was born male, but she is now considered female, so you would call her she. Jamie Wilson, you would now call him he. Even though he was born female, he's now male, and Laverne Cox is now female. So the opposite of transgender is cisgender, which means if you're not transgender, you're cisgender. You were born male, that worked out for you, and you stayed male. Or the opposite, you were born female and you stayed female. Like my parents, they're both cisgender. Pretty much everyone I know is cisgender, you're probably cisgender, and I am cisgender, which means I was born male, and I'm still male. I'm not a girl. Moving on. So the next 3 topics I want to talk about is bigender, non-gender, and gender fluid. Those 3 things. They're kind of similar, but kind of not. So bigender means someone will wake up, or not just wake up, but someone will feel like a male one day, and then the next day be female. It's a little weird. So these people might have different names. Like one day they'll be Jessica and be a girl, and the next day they'll be Mark and be a boy. Like I know some people who are bigender, who are one gender one day, or another gender the other day, and this could be years. You could be years one gender. So you're basically both genders, but at different times. Gender fluid means that you're also both genders, but at the same time. So like Ruby Rose and Jaden Smith, they're gender fluid. That means they don't care if you call them he, don't care if you call them she. They're just gender fluid. They'll wear whatever they want. It's kind of chill. They're just gender fluid. And then lastly, there's non-gender. That means you're not female and not male. You're neither. So like the other 2 were both. This is neither. So these people you call they. You don't call them she. You don't call them he. You call them they. Because they don't want to be referred to as Mrs. or Mr. They just want to be referred to as me. I had a professor who was non-gender, and they were really freaking cool. Really smart. These are like 3 topics that I hope you can maybe place yourself in. Whether you're both genders 2 different times, he one day, she the other day, or both genders at the same time, he and she, doesn't matter, or you're neither gender, so not he, not she, but they. Me, I don't classify myself as either of these. I'm not bigender because I'm not sometimes male, sometimes female. I'm not gender fluid because I'm not both. I'm not male and female at the same time. And I'm also not non-gender, I mean, because I am male, you know? So I'm not either of these. So let's keep moving on. Okay, so the next 3 definitions I want to talk about is gender bending, cross-dressing, and then drag queens / drag kings. Also, you can pause the video, take a little break, like the video, subscribe, comment that I'm pretty, and then resume. Just resume the video. First one is gender bending, and I get told that I am this often. I wrote a note on it and I thought it was really smart, so I'm gonna read it to you and you're gonna be like, wow, that's genius. Gender bending is a form of social activism undertaken to destroy rigid gender roles and defy sex role stereotypes. That's amazing. Like, if you gender bend, good for you. I think we need that in society. However, those who gender bend are aware that they are bending their gender. Like if you're a boy, you're gonna wear lipstick on purpose because you want to look girly, you know, you want to be a boy, you want to bend your gender. However, I don't consider myself as gender bending because that's not why I wear makeup. That's not why I have long hair. That's not why I wear flowers. Like, I do these things because I like them. I'm just completely male who likes girly things. This one is kind of similar to gender bending. This is cross-dressing. It means a man who wears women's clothing or a woman who wears man's clothing. Now, these people are also doing it on purpose. For example, a woman will wear clothes to look like a man, or a man will wear dresses and stuff to look like a girl. It's the purpose to look like the other gender. Again, I don't cross-dress. I don't wear all this to be a woman. I just wear all this because I like it. Like this shirt, it's a girl's shirt. I got it in the girls section. But I'm not cross-dressing because my intent is not to look like a girl. My intent is just to look nice. Oh, there's 3 more topics, my gosh. So this one is drag king and drag queens. Now these people will dress up as the opposite sex for entertainment, as a way of an expression, like they're on stages and stuff, they'll sing, they'll dance, and it's basically like a show. I don't do that either. And also, drag queens, drag kings, it's not so much like a gender thing, it's not, it's just a performance thing. It's like an actor, an actress, a singer, a drag queen. You know, it's like a job. So even though I'm a boy who wears makeup, I'm still not a drag queen because I don't go on stage, I don't sing, I don't dance, I just live my life. So right now you're probably thinking, Roger, what the hell are you? Because you just listed a bunch of stuff and you're not any of it. Like, you're not gender bending, you're not cross-dressing, not transsexual, transgender. So what are you? I'ma tell you. The last 2 things I wanted to talk about are gender non-conformity and androgynous. Gender non-conformity is behavior or gender expression by an individual that does not match masculine and feminine gender norms. This is me, because I'm male, but I'm not like into sports. Well, I like sports, but I'm not into sports and working out, and I like eating meat and, you know, like the stereotypical guy stuff. I'm into girly stuff. I make people rethink gender in a way just because I am male, but I'm not your stereotypical male. So even though I identify as 100% male, I'm a complete boy with a huge dick. No. So if you're a girl who likes, I don't know, guy stuff, then you would also be gender non-conformity. It's a lot of stuff to take in. The last one is androgynous, which I also associate myself with. This is strictly physical, like not like sex physical, like appearance physical. It's a description of one's appearance. Like, if you see a girl with orange hair, you would call her a redhead. Like, that's fair, that's just what they look like. So calling someone androgynous, or referring to yourself as androgynous, it's not about your sexual orientation, it's not about your gender, it's just what you look like. So if a man kind of looks feminine, or if a woman kind of looks masculine, that's androgynous. It's not so much that person's gender, it's just what they look like. And I'm definitely androgynous, because I'm a boy, but I look kind of girly. So I will accept being called androgynous, or gender non-conformity, but I am not a drag queen, I don't cross-dress, I don't gender bend, I am not gender neutral, I'm not non-gender, I'm not gender fluid, I'm not bigender, and I'm not transgender. I'm none of those things. And I get called those things all the time. And it's frustrating because you're just wrong. You know, some people will ask me like, he or she. Like, some people will be polite about it because they don't want to offend me. That's okay, you can ask me what I am. But don't tell me what I am. Don't say I am gender bending because you don't know if I am. Don't tell me I'm cross-dressing because you don't know if I am. I could be. You could be right, but you could be wrong. Like, one of my pet peeves is I'll say that I am male. Like, say the pronoun he. And people will say, no, you're a girl, she. And it's just so frustrating, like, just call me what I want to be called. Like, it's complicated, but it's not that complicated. Like, language is about respect. Like, if people pronounce your name wrong, you're gonna be like, oh, that's not how you pronounce my name, it's this way. It's not so much rude, it's just kind of annoying being called the wrong thing all the time. There's some catchphrases that people say, like, people will be like, you go girl. That's fine, because you're, like, you know what I mean? Like, I'll say that to my dad, like, you go girl. Like, I'm very much aware that he's a man, but it's a catchphrase. Like, that's chill. Or if I'm putting on eyeshadow and it's like, it works really well. I'll be like, wow, she's so pigmented. Like, I know my eyeshadow doesn't have a gender, but I'm still calling it she. Or if I say, hey guys, what's up? I'm calling everyone guys, but I don't mean everyone's a male. Like, these kind of catchphrases are okay. But it's when people say she after I told them I like to be called he on purpose, that's annoying. Like, if you make a mistake, that's fine too. You can correct yourselves, or I will correct you. Just respect what people want to be called. And a lot of times, I don't know, like, I'll see someone, I'm like, I have no idea who that person is. Is that a girl? Is that a boy? Is that a both? Neither? I don't know. You can just ask. People ask me and it's fine. It's kind of annoying because that's all people ask me, but it's fine. I want to say, like, respect people's decisions, but it's almost not even a decision. Like, if you're transgender, it was your decision to, like, go through the transition and take these surgeries and whatever. But it wasn't necessarily your decision to transition. Kind of like, you don't decide to be white. You're just white. So if you feel like you're born in the wrong body, it's not so much a decision. That's just who you are. For me, what saddens me is that, you know, for instance, let's say there's a boy who wants to play with Barbies and play with makeup, but you feel like you can't because it's for women. So you're thinking, I'll just become a transgender. That way I can finally play with these things. I can finally play with Barbies. I'm saying you don't have to. You can be a boy and like Barbies. You can be a boy and like makeup. You don't have to be a girl. You don't have to be bigender, be whatever. You can be a man and like these things. Or you can be a woman and like these boyish things. You know, you don't have to be bigender or cross-dressing or whatever. You can be as well. You can be any of these things, and that's fine. I will respect you for it, and you have every right to be whatever you are. You're entitled to be whatever you are. I'm entitled to be whatever I am. Like, my dream is when someone will be like, hello, my name is whatever, and I'm a cross-dressing, gender-fluid drag queen. And the response is, cool. Not a big deal. I'm a boy who wears makeup and I have long hair. Like, relax. I'm not killing children. It's a big deal in a way because you should respect it, but it's not that big a deal. We should just, like, move on. But I hope you learned something. Maybe you finally know what I am and what you should call me. He. I love you all. Like this video, subscribe to it. I don't know. If you have any questions, you can DM me or you can just comment them below. I will answer them. I just think that the world needs to be educated on this. I think it's necessary. You can't get mad at someone for not knowing something, you know? Thank you guys so much for watching. This is like my first video. I don't know. I'm not that good at it. It's my first one, so who knows? But I do like being in front of the camera, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, stay tuned for my next video. I'm gonna talk about sexuality. What is my sexual orientation, you might ask? Well, that will be in the next video. So thank you guys so much for watching. I will hopefully see you guys in my next video. Goodbye.